Now we have sound. There we go. I don't know how it got off of that. Okay, so...
Well, you know it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Hi, Ed. Can you hear us? Please let me know. All right, so we'll get underway with our meeting. We're a couple minutes early, trying to get it over with.
That's not true.
Hi, everybody. So here's what I'm thinking, Alex. Since I put out the newsletter and people seem to be reading it, I don't think we have to really read the whole newsletter. What do you think?
Then what would we talk about?
Well, we'll just kind of try to do a synopsis of it. That's a big word, isn't it?
Well, no, I agree. Like, I hate it when I'm sweating to death in here.
So-
I hate it when, like, you're like at our convention or whatever, and they have a slideshow and they read the slide. It's like I can read the slide all by myself.
So, and a lot of people are reading the newsletter. Are you guys reading it? Do you guys have any suggestions for it? So, I think our live video should be like where, almost like where they can reach out to us and make comments and tell us how much we suck and tell us how much they hate slot pool and all this other stuff.
You don't suck.
And, well, they don't hate slot pool either.
Oh. There you go, making it all negative again. Just do the joke.
Do you think one battery said to the other, "You're so negative," and the other one said, "Why are you so positive?" Don't forget, the optimist invents the airplane and the pessimist invents the parachute. Without either, it doesn't work. Okay.
Which one do I invent?
Definitely the parachute. You are the parachute inventor in our marriage. All right, so happy 4th of July. Don't anyone blow up their hands. We need you to have your hands to play pool. Didn't we a few years ago have somebody like... Oh, Mockimer. That's how he lost his fingers, wasn't it? Mike Mockimer, didn't he have a firework blow up in his hand or something like that?
I don't know.
Yes, we are having a good early holiday, Bill.
Working to death.
We got our goddamn boat all cleaned up to put in the water, and the damn thing wouldn't start.
Again.
So
Get rid of it.
So July 4th is coming up, and this weekend you'll have your blue tier and yellow tier big dogs, and there's still room in the blue tier.
There's a waiting list for the yellow tier, so if you're not going, please let us know. I know Max just bought his first house, and we've been painting up there, so if the score sheets are a little late, he's just trying to, like, balance everything this week. I don't know that they are, but...
No, I think they've been on time. Like, he's been answering the phone and everything.
Oh, no, because we've been working, like, I just haven't worked that hard in a long time.
Yes, Bill, we checked the gas tank. It is full. I put starting fluid in and it wouldn't dry. And then I made sure all the safety switches were on.
There's literally, what, if there's 300 miles on the engine?
100 hours.
100 hours, maybe?
100 hours and the boat's 15 years old. It would have more hours. It would stay running.
Yeah, it would. I say get rid of it.
So for those of you who haven't read the newsletter, what do you get when you cross a dinosaur with a firework?
What do you get?
Dynamite.
That's an eye roller. What else?
So Tuesday and Wednesday are out, so Max is doing a good job.
Barbara.
Yeah, Max, you were painting up at Max's house.
Where some of the windows don't open and there's no air conditioning.
That house was a great deal.
It's a really nice house. He saved for a long, long, long time for it.
Yes, a very long time. It is like mother of garage, too.
Yeah, it does.
So I put up a little fun fact about John Hancock. Did you know he bankrolled the revolution, Alex?
I did not.
Yep. If it wasn't for John Hancock, we might not be by ourselves. So John Hancock was a wealthy merchant, and he got pissed off at the British, and then he basically bankrolled the revolution. He's the one who bought all the arms that they used at Lexington.
Okay.
Which was the first fight. It wasn't much of a fight, but... And then after that came Bunker Hill.
You're like a...
Well, I like that.
You like history.
I do like history. And then hopefully we will remember that and then kick some butt at the Mosconi Cup. All right, so we're more than halfway into summer session, and nobody's commenting to give us anything to talk about. They probably just have us on and they're like, doodling around on the computer somewhere. I don't know. You would never do that, would you?
I'm such a multitasker. I'm trying to break my habit of it.
We're more than halfway through summer session. So
We're more than halfway through summer session.
that's what I said.
3 times.
So that makes us 1.5 way through summer session. I put up about get your rosters ready for next session, and please plan ahead. Please don't have like 5 6s and 1 2.
Well, you should have 5 players that don't exceed 19, correct? Isn't that
Yeah,
like
that's what I say, and it
that's
should.
what I said.
you
It's
should
not
have-
written anywhere, but
You should have more than one arrangement too that goes to like 19. Like how many? There's at least 3 of the teams that are going to Vegas that can't play their top shooter, aren't they?
yeah, I think so.
I think 3 out of the 8
Speaking
teams.
of which, did you ever get back to Tony White?
No, I did not.
Well, you should.
Forgot about that. So like, and if you have to punt somebody, you got to punt them. That's just the way it is. I wanted to ask a question about 9-ball. If you're not on a team, can you tell? Nope, that's right in the rules, Nelson.
Yeah. Hey, Barry.
Hey Barry, what time are we leaving from the same point tomorrow morning? Barry and I are going striped bass fishing tomorrow. It's a really good time. Are you guys able to come to Grove Fire Company for Cowboys Celebration of Life July 14th? That would be you. I will be up in Boston. Alan, will you please remind Alex? Will you go?
I'll go, yeah, just remind me. You know, I was such a bad man, I can't remember anything these days. Do we have to let you guys know? You have to let Max know.
You should. Just send a text.
Otherwise, he'll be looking for the score sheet and texting you.
Gary, you can go ahead. We can always ignore it. 5:30, Sparrows Point.
It never got resolved.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, we like controversy.
Well, it depends. If it's like with a particular
one.
shooter, it should be offline.
I got food and water for you. Okay, cool. If Barry ever posts where he's looking for someone to go fishing, you want to do it.
Do
Okay.
Barry or do go fishing?
The fishing. That was really gross.
That was pretty funny myself.
I'm just going to leave. The sexual comments, I'm out of here.
That's usually you that turns down.
I should have slammed the door on the way out. That would have made it official. Yeah, please remember if you guys have just keep an eye on your skill levels. How did I word it? That way they won't have to strategically control the skill levels.
Yeah, the best is when you get a call about somebody going up, and now the highest shooter can't play when they're trying to keep their skill level down. Like you
Yeah,
all
they get
but,
mad.
You all but told me that you're sandbagging.
My 3 went to a 4, and now I can't play my 7. And I try to make them lose every match.
Oh well,
It might sound outrageous, but we get calls like that.
we do. Now, if
So now, what I suggested, we'll get to that in a second. What I suggested was, if you have a player like a 3 or a 4 that is ready to go play him against a 5 or a 6. Make them play somebody that they're going to have a hard time beating, and then if they beat them,
you know.
And plus, you don't go to the next skill level by shooting. Like, if you're a 3 and you shoot 1 4 skill level, you are not going to go to a 4.
No.
However, if you are a 3 and you shoot maybe a couple 4 skill levels, the occasional 5 skill level,
And
you're going to go.
If you're a 3 getting 6 level scores, don't call me to complain that you went up
you're
to a
going to
4.
go.
Barry, I'm not splitting the life insurance with you if you do push him off the boat.
Are you guys in cahoots?
No.
Are you going to take advantage of my, I don't know, swim the greatest? So one of the most confusing, let's get back to, so we addressed Barry's. Connie, do I need to still call Tony?
I've reminded him several times.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting.
Wow.
So this
I'll take you on a night on the town.
All right, thank you, Connie. So one of the most confusing rules in the rule book is that if the rack's not been struck, it's not a foul. I see it all the time where a player will miscue and then they'll redirect the cue ball so it doesn't hit the rack. In my opinion, that's not a bad thing because it's not.
He's a crybaby.
Cause that's funny. Because it's not a foul if you don't hit the rack, and if you're not going to hit the one ball, why not redirect it? You're going to have to only re-rack anyway. I mean, it could possibly result in a foul. I get that, but 99% of the time, it's not going to.
The most confusing part about the rule book is I can't find anything again.
Garrett, was anything resolved about skill reviews by confidential informants? We addressed before, but too much other stuff was going on. Oh yeah, we do. We do that.
Well, I have sent some people out to watch some matches.
We have been doing that. You're decorating the boat? I didn't even know that. Yeah, we have some. We just sent that out last week. We sent some people out to watch matches, so we have been doing it. We just don't advertise it.
Are you coming along tomorrow?
So let's stick with the rule.
I'm not sure.
So I posted the rule in the official team manual. It pisses everyone off, and I know every other league that's a foul, but in our league that's not a foul.
Like, oh, okay.
If you miscue in BCA and tap and like a lot of the other ones, the break goes to the other shooter. Even if you just tap the ball, that goes. In APA, we're an amateur pool league, and we do not have that rule.
Because we're amateurs.
I don't make the rules. I don't agree with every one of them myself. If you don't agree with this rule, I'm sorry. You know, you just got to get over it. Right?
Right.
Like, I hate that stupid 8 on the break rule, but it is what it is.
Putting your hand in a pocket to grab a cue ball and the cue ball rattles the pocket couldn't be considered a foul.
Not if they don't touch it. It's a foul if you alter the course of the cue ball. And if you do touch it and it rattles the pocket, that is a foul. But if you don't touch cue ball, you can put your hand anywhere you want. Within reason. That's a different kind of pool, Alex. There's a lot of re-racking in that kind of pool. Okay, so... Alright, so that's the breaking rule. And does anybody have any questions on that? Did I explain it okay?
I think so.
Yeah, just remember, no matter what, that's just like we were running a tournament one time. We didn't have the league very long, and Panama was playing. I don't know if any of you know Panama. And his partner went to break, and he told the partner how to break in a doubles at a tournament, and the other team had a fit, and you remember who that person was too. The other team had a fit, and then we were like, hey, there's no foul. The rack has not been struck.
Who sang Panama Red?
I don't even know that.
Panama Red.
That's a song? I thought that was a pot.
It is, but it's a song. Who sang Panama Red, that song?
It must be before my time.
Barry,
Oh,
how
thank you, Connie.
how are the seas going to be tomorrow, Barry?
Well, why don't you come along and find out?
Because I get seasick.
Oh, it was rough last time.
And
Couple people got sick, but it was fun. I got to drive the boat.
I know, I saw you, Captain Walter.
And we didn't flip it over. All right, so on to etiquette.
Maybe you're in cahoots with Barry and you're trying to get me to go so you'll throw me over the side. No, I'm not going.
I don't want to risk getting nailed for pollution.
Shut up.
Plus, you probably farted in
New
there.
Riders of the Purple Sage. Thank you.
Plus,
That
you
would-
probably farted in there one time. I kill all the fish.
What did you just say?
You know what I say about fish not smelling before women were swimming in the ocean, but you hate that joke.
You can't say stuff like that.
All right, so remember, for etiquette, call your fouls and defenses. As the rule states, call goes, just for the record, call goes to the shooter. I know I talked about this before, but like, if you shoot a ball, especially on league night, and you think it was a good hit, and every other single person in the building thinks it was a foul, you might want to just agree with that. I'm not saying you have to, and you do have the last call, but you know, you might want to go, well, maybe it was a foul.
I usually go with the room when it's me.
Now I'm behind on the no, Alex already tried that T-bone. Oh, yeah. That's a whole other story.
The one where I just stood there for hours praying that the day would end.
Yes, you did. I remember that well. I never seen you so late.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me every time I get high. I can stand there for hours praying for it to end, so I don't get high.
I don't think you've gotten high in 12 years.
You know me 15 years, and I got high one time, and I took one hit, and I was so mad. I had a good buzz on. It was New Year's Eve, and I just could not wait for it to end after that.
You don't have to be sorry, Perry. I make my own choices, albeit they're poor sometimes.
Remember when I got drunk off the airplane in Vegas, and then I went to the dispensary and checked in?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, man. For like 3 weeks after that, everybody thought I was a stoner. So, in player news, this is what we have. If you know anybody that is not doing well, please let us know. We really like to know that. John Robertson he's making progress, right?
So, from what I understand with John, the one side of his body's working. The other side, he can feel, like if you pinch him, he can feel it, but he can't move it. And he had an MRI, and I think there was still a little bit of like gray spot in there somewhere. And he goes to therapy every day for about a half an hour, just catching a ball with the one hand. But it's just so exhausting for him that like he's not able to go to a rehab center yet. Because in a rehab center, I guess you have to work like 3-4 hours a day, and he can barely manage 30 minutes.
And John Arders, he's in the hospital too. He had an aneurysm or something like that. And then Luke Moran is also in the hospital. He had a car accident.
Oh my.
So, and we like to go actually visit these people when we can. Let me turn the fan on. We're not going to be on the phone, right?
That's all right. Trey, the last thing I heard from the travel agent is they should be out this week. I'm sorry it's taking so long. She just is, working with a lot of people.
Alex loves that question.
I mean, it's a legit question. Typically, she sends
We
you out
understand.
Typically, she sends you out at night. Which is what she's done pretty much every year in the past.
Yeah, you usually arrive at like 12:30.
It's late, but I gave her all the captain's email addresses, and she'll copy me in on it. So as soon as I hear anything, I will get it out there to you.
Yeah, we're sorry about that, and we do understand.
Yeah, but it's out of my control.
I had one come in yesterday. Do you know when the flight is? I said, here, text this phone number, and then I thought...
That's so mean. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting, I think some of the players think I'm sitting here with the information and I'm just not giving it to them because they're up my ass so much.
Well, some of them you would do that. No, you would
never do that.
You would never do that. No matter how much we hate you, we'll still give you good service to the best of our ability.
Hate's a strong word.
I got here late. If singles tournament is full, do we contact to get you,
I'll just put you on the list, Ron. You're the third one.
what else you got, Alex?
I don't have anything.
Well, that's all we got. So we're going to kind of do a new format where we kind of just breeze through the newsletter. Because I did have some people that were, to my surprise, a lot of people actually read it.
Well, I know, because they point out all your spelling errors.
Yeah, I actually took time to make sure the spell check was right this time.
We're not the greatest spellers.
I used to think I was a bad speller till I asked you to spell something.
Well, I have a hard time spelling because I'm dyslexic. Whenever we had a spelling bee in school, I would have to go to the ladies' room just so my turn would miss.
Barbara, I will look for that.
Humiliating.
I have not seen that. Let me make a note of that.
Isn't it on the
Oh, you could go
Google
ahead.
Drive
Um,
or Google Form or whatever that is?
let me see. I can look real quick. So you're gonna have to talk.
I never know. I never know what to say. I'm not the talker of the two of us. I try to like stay quiet and let you shine.
Yeah, just keep talking because I'm gonna look this form up.
Does anybody have any other questions? Comments? Concerns?
Okay, responses. Oh, there's a lot of responses.
That's why you need to check that every day.
Yeah, I do check that. I don't know why that one. I must not have it. I must not have it in my Google Sheets. All right, let me look.
Just dance, Alex. I need a little more wine for that.
Keep doing that. Why? Where is it? Do you see it?
Honey, look at it afterwards.
I know, but I want to confirm for her that I got it. I bet you I don't have it linked. Yeah, there's a lot of responses. Look at that.
We got some.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, Barb, because I was not even looking at this form because
I think you got Julie's.
I have this form for a reason. I'm not seeing it. It is not there. Yeah, you're gonna have to resubmit that. Yep, we don't have it. Yes, please put that back in again, Barb. You and Alex have a good time. Christy and Anne asked you to come. Cassie and Ben will be here, and Q as well. Oh, so everybody on the boat's going. That's going to be fun.
Oh, maybe I'll go.
Are you going to go?
Maybe.
That would be awesome. It'll be a good time. Well, that changes everything.
It does change everything.
Okay, I like that. Well, we'll talk about it after we're off. Anybody have anything else before we go? So we're going to go. We've been on long enough. Thank you for watching. As painful as it is.
I know. Be kind.
All right, everyone, have a good day. Have a very safe 4th of July. Please stay away from those quarter sticks. Let somebody else light them. You need your hands to play pool. And other things. Have a good day, everyone.
Be kind. Remember to